In this video, you understand how parameters control families in the project environment. You create new family types to create a series of components and also see how to generate additional family types in a project without changing the original family. Go ahead and open up the model, Work with Families. The model opens in the 3D view. We'll begin by placing out our desk component. On the Architecture ribbon in the Build panel, go ahead and select Component. We'll now need to load in our new family. On the Modify and Place Component Context ribbon, go ahead and select Load Family. We'll then navigate to the glass desk and click Open. We'll begin by placing the desk in an arbitrary position on our model. To release the Place Component mode, we'll go ahead and select Modify. We're now going to edit the family and add additional family types. Go ahead and select the desk that we've just placed. And on the context ribbon, we'll select Edit Family. The family now opens in the 3D view. On the Create ribbon in the Properties panel, go ahead and select Family Types. In the Family Types dialog, we can see all of the parameters within this particular family. At the top of the dialog, we'll notice that we can enter a type name and generate new family types. To do this, we'll click the New Type button. We're then prompted to type in a name. Let's begin by creating a type 50 inches by 30 inches. We'll then click OK. So we want to now ensure that the dimensions match our family type. So for the desk length, we'll make sure that we set this to 50 inches. And we'll set the desk width to 30 inches. We'll then select Apply. Let's now create another family type. So once again, at the top of the dialog here, we can select New Type. This type will be 60 inches by 30 inches. And then we can click OK. And once again here, we can ensure that the desk length matches our family type. So here we'll enter 60 inches. Once again, we can test this by selecting Apply on the Family Types dialog. Let's now create the final type, which will be 72 inches by 36 inches. So we'll select New Type, enter 72 inches by 36 inches, and select OK. And again, ensure that the desk length matches these sizes, so that's 72 inches. And the desk width is set to 36 inches. Again, we can select Apply. To review the sizes in the Family Editor, we can just move the Family Types dialog off to the side, and we can then select a new family type from the list. Let's start with 50 inches by 30 inches and select Apply, and we can then confirm that the desk has correctly changed. We'll then select 60 inches by 30 inches and again select Apply. And finally 72 inches by 36 inches. Let's now go ahead and click OK. And we'll now load this into the project and close. So on the Create ribbon, select Load into Project and Close. We're prompted to save changes to our glass desk. In this example, we'll click No. Because the family already exists in our project, we can overwrite the existing version. If we now select the desk that we've just placed, we'll now note in the Properties palette in the Type selector, we now have some additional types. The glass desk was the original type that we'd loaded into the project, but you can now see that we have the three family types that we've just created. So for example, we could now click 72 by 36 and we can see that desk changes size. We can also add additional family types within the project environment. It's important to note though that this will not change the original family file stored on disk. So let's now go ahead and do that. So in the Properties palette, we'll select Edit Type. In the Type Properties dialog, again, you can see our three types that we created in the Family Editor. We'll begin here by selecting Duplicate. This will create a copy of our existing family. In this example here, we'll create a special size of 66 inches by 30 inches. And then we'll click OK. So we'll set this to 66 inches and the desk width we'll set to 30 inches. We'll then click Apply and OK. In the Properties palette in the Type selector, we'll now note that we have our new size. Of course, we have our original sizes, and you can see we've now got this additional new size added into the Type selector. We may want to remove the original type that was in our project prior to us creating new types in the family. To do this, in the project browser, we'll expand the Families folder. Under the Families folder, we'll expand Furniture. And under Furniture, we can see our glass desk. Let's again expand that family, and we can now see all of the family types within that glass desk family. Let's select Glass Desk. We'll right mouse click and choose Delete from the context menu. We can then collapse the family folder, select our glass desk. In the Properties palette in the Type selector, we'll now notice that the original family type has now been removed. Let's now produce a layout with our new family types. In the project browser, let's double click on First Floor Plan. We'll then place some additional furniture elements. Select the Architecture ribbon, and in the Build panel, we'll select a component. In the Properties palette in the Type selector, let's ensure that we're selecting our glass desk. Here, we'll use the function of searching. Let's begin by using the 60 by 30 family type. We'll now notice with our family that we have reference planes that are giving us a standard layout. So for example here, as I move my cursor here, I can see that this is the standard layout. So I'm going to left click to place that desk down. Again here, I can align the desks on the midplane. And again, I have confirmation that this is the standard spacing between those desks. So as well as creating new family types, we can also see how the reference planes are helping us automate the layout of this office space.